Hello everybody. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. In this video we review one of the most beautiful and world-famous cities, Paris, the capital of fashion. Eiffel Tower, French Tour Eiffel, Parisian landmark that is also a technological masterpiece in building construction history. When the French government was organizing the International Exposition of 1889 to celebrate the centenary of the French Revolution, a competition was held for designs for a suitable monument. More than 100 plans were submitted, and therefore the Centennial Committee accepted that of the noted bridge engineer Gustave Eiffel. Eiffel's concept of a 300-meter tower built almost entirely of open lattice iron aroused amazement, skepticism, and no little opposition on aesthetic grounds. When completed, the tower served because the entrance gateway to the exposition. Nothing remotely just like the Eiffel Tower had ever been built. It had been twice as high, because the Dome of St. Peter's in Rome, or the Good Pyramid of Giza. In contrast to such older monuments, the tower was erected in just about 2 years, with a little labor force, at slight cost. Making use of his advanced knowledge of the behavior of metal arch and metal truss forms under loading, Eiffel designed a lightweight, airy, but strong structure that presaged a revolution in civil engineering and architectural design. And, after it opened to the general public on May 15, 1889, it ultimately vindicated itself aesthetically. Number 2. Arc de Triomphe. For the Arc de Triomphe de l'Étoile, massive arch in Paris, France, one among the world's best-known commemorative monuments. The Arc de Triomphe is an iconic symbol of French national identity and took 30 years to create. The Tour de France race ends near it annually, and therefore the annual military parade marking July 14th, known both as French National Day and Bastille Day, begins its journey at the Arch. It stands at the center of the Place Charles de Gaulle, the western terminus of the Avenue des Champs-Élysées. Just over 1.2 miles away, at the eastern terminus, is that the Place de la Concorde. Napoleon I commissioned the arch in 1806, after his great victory at the Battle of Austerlitz to celebrate the military achievements of the French armies. The arch, designed by Jean-François Thérèse-Chalgrin, is 164 feet high and 148 feet wide. It sits during a circular plaza from which 12 grand avenues radiate, forming a star, which is why it's also called Arch of Triumph of the Star. Number 3. Louvre, fully Louvre or French Musée du Louvre, official name Great Louvre or French Grand Louvre, National Museum and Gallery of France. Housed partially of a large palace in Paris that was built on the right bank site of the 12th century fortress of Philip Augustus. It is the world's most visited art museum, with a set that spans work from ancient civilizations to the mid-19th century. History of the building. In 1546 Francis I, who was an excellent art collector, had this old castle razed and commenced to create on its site another royal residence, the Louvre, which was added to by almost every subsequent French monarch. Under Francis I, only a small portion of the present Louvre was completed, under the architect Pierre Lescot. This original section is today the southwestern part of the cour. By the center of the 18th century, Paris stunk. It may are one among the most important and most prosperous cities within the Western world, but its own rapid climb was causing the city's cemeteries to literally overflow with the bodies of the dead. The reek of decomposing flesh attained epidemic proportions in certain areas of the town, including, most troublingly, the world round the main foodstuff of Les Halles. With public health in danger, something had to be done. But few expected that the answer would create one among the foremost singular and spooky tourist attractions within the world. It's the story of the Paris Cap. Disneyland, amusement park in Anaheim, featuring characters, rides, and shows based on the creations of Walt Disney and the Disney Company. Though its central building, the Sleeping Beauty Castle, is modeled on Germany's Neuschwanstein Castle, it's an unmistakable icon of Yank popular culture. Disneyland is the only Disney amusement park designed and built under the supervision of Disney. 6. Palace of Versailles, former French royal residence and center of government, now a national landmark. It is located within the city of Versailles, Yvelines Department, Île-de-France region, northern France, 10 miles west-southwest of Paris. As the center of the French court, Versailles was one among the grandest theaters of European absolutism. The palace, the original residence, was primarily a lodge and personal retreat for Louis XIII and his family. In 1624 the king entrusted Jacques Le Mercier with the development of a chateau on the location. Its walls are preserved today because the exterior facade overlooking the marble court. At the end of the video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and click like.